Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in World of Tanks Blitz, there have been a number of free tanks. The number of tanks that Wargaming have just given to people, and it's cost absolutely nothing. Now, there's been events, there's been birthday gifts, there's been Christmas gifts, there's been many times that Wargaming have given a tank, and one time in particular was clan events. Now, in the clan event, they've released a few different tanks. Now, we've had recently a Batchat, we've had the Ritter, and of course we've had the 50 TP prototype. All three tanks are very good, but in particular the WT Ritter. Now, this tank, I can't speak highly enough of this tank, and we're going to just look at the stats of the tank again, because we're doing it for a reason, and the video basically is this the best free tank in the game? Like, I get not many people have the tank, or not everybody has the tank, because again, it was a clan event. You had to be in a clan, and to get the tank, you had to do certain missions, and then eventually you'd be able to get the tank. It wasn't hard to do. It was very easy to do. But you know, it's not everybody has the tank. But I still think it is the best free tank that people have. Right, period. I think it is one of the best free tanks in the entire game. So your armor, of course, isn't great at all. I mean, what, 80 millimeters on your front, which is a waffle. You're going to expect that. And your DPM is fantastic with this gun. Now, of course, you can play it with the bigger gun if you want, but that just means you've got to play the tech tree version of this tank, where you have a lot higher alpha. But the DPM gun, which is this one, you can still use on the waffle. Doesn't have quite as much DPM, but it's equally as good. So yeah, 3,488 DPM. That is just a 7.9 second on your reload. Now, the penetration without calibrated shells, mind you, is 276 on your AP and 352 on your APCR, which I still think is more than enough. So I do run this with the rammer. 65 on your HE. You've got a 460 alpha gun again, which is very nice. 390 on your APCR and 600 on your HE. So again, if you can get that HE out, please do so, because it will up that DPM to even more. Aim time 3.1, which is very good, which is decent, and dispersion 0.299, which is also very good. It does have, however, only have 5 degrees of gun depression, which we all know the tanks, we know they're not good when you are looking directly. You've got to kind of angle your tank to get that gun depression. Top speed of 40 kilometers per hour. Overall, yeah, again, it took me ages to master this tank to get the ace, because of how popular the tank was and how good the tank actually is. Yes, again, you can get battles where you absolutely are annihilated, and again, that's just down to the armor profile. People will HE you, and they will be able to do a lot of damage to you, but they kind of forget just how much DPM that you've got. Now, this Skoda T27, yes, he's released some shells. I've lost most of my hit points, but then at least I can attack him, because my DPM now, I can shoot him a couple of times before he's reloaded his magazine, and then bang, gone. Absolutely gone, and there's nothing he could do, and he's now back in the garage. And you can just pump up that damage. If you've got shots, if you've got targets, just like we're going to have here, you can pump up that damage very quickly, to the point where you don't realize just how much damage you've managed to do. So it's always best to sort of play from either the side of the map where I'm now, where you've got no one attacking you, or of course at the back of the map, because you've got the penetration, you've got the DPM, and you can really bully those tanks from the back of the map. I do like to go sort of side like this, and then if you get spotted, you have that speed and mobility to get away from your enemy. So yeah, again, just like the normal waffle, you wouldn't play this any different to how you play the Waffle. Play it exactly the same. The only difference is you don't have the alpha on this tank, but you do have DPM instead. Again, the DPM is absolutely crazy for the tank it actually is. I absolutely love it, and I'm a firm believer of this being the best free tank in the game. If you don't believe me, or if you think otherwise, then let me know what free tank you think is the best tank in the game. Now, there has been a few free tanks, very, very good free tanks, but I just think this one is, I think it's just up there. I do honestly think it is up there at the top of the free tank list. So we're going to look at one game. Just one other game, not my game, it is someone else's game, and hopefully it just shows you just how good this tank can actually be. We're on the Hellas map, and we are watching Mirko Land 509. So let's just fast forward it a little bit. So again, if you do have the tank, or even the Waffle, again, even the Waffle, if you play the Waffle, you can use this kind of the same gun. Always try and find a position that you're not going to be spotted. Try and find a position that you're going to actually have shots, and try and also find a position where if you do get overrun, you're able to run away to. So you're not going to die running away. You're going to be able to get away very easily. And do bear that in mind, because again, people will look at you, they will shoot you, and they will penetrate you, and they'll do a lot of damage. So always try to find the right positioning. Don't go rushing in because you're just going to get absolutely obliterated. So don't go rushing at all. Just sort of sit like this, where this guy is now. He's not at the back, he's in the middle. He's got shots to his left, he's got shots to his right, and if these guys from the right start pushing him, he can easily just go forward. And then he can be out of danger. But so far, he's not running. He's sitting there thinking, you know what, I've got a few good shots here. I don't need to run just yet. Yes, they are pushing on, but there's still two tanks there, and I think I can still hold on just for a little bit longer. Of course, he still needs to be very careful. This Chrysler is actually looking at him, but that enables him to get shots on the other tank. So he's not looking at running away yet. He's looking at standing his ground and just picking up as much damage as he possibly can, while the two other tanks around this side of the map are still alive, and they're still doing damage. So him staying here was 100% the right move, because look, none of them at the moment are now looking. He gets a beautiful ammo rack there, which definitely helps the team. And again, look, because those two tanks were still alive, the Lerva is now dead. They're not looking at him. They are looking at them tanks. But now the Yo is a one-shot. He is going to have to be very careful and decide what is he going to do. Is he still going to stay and fight, or is he going to run away? Because two of them he can bring down to a one-shot. One more shot into, not the IS-8 as such, but the other two tanks, then that'll be a one-shot. And there's only the three tanks left alive. So he's looking at staying, he's looking at fighting, and of course he's looking at holding his ground. Now the Chrysler guy is going to make a mistake there. Beautiful roll, very, very nice high roll, exactly when he needed it. So that is 4 kills, reload again straight away, 5 kills, 6,000 damage, and then it now all of a sudden is just one tank left alive, and he did not have to run away at all. Absolutely brilliant tank, and as I've said, I still think it is the best free tank that we have ever been given in World of Tanks Blitz. Now, but he still has the DPM, he still has the hit points, so he's now just rushing into this guy because he knows he can out DPM him. Yes, he's going to take a nasty shot, but he has the DPM to kill this guy very easily. So one more shot, of course, is he going to get it because there's a tank behind? No, he's not, but still 7,500 damage done, and he done it with ease, all because he stood his ground and he fought, and it paid off. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think the strongest free tank in the game is? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.